Salutations, it's your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, aka LLE Astrology, aka LLE Tarot, here to knock out twin flames and separation. I'm gonna do one karmic video today. It's either gonna be masculine or feminine. I know by the end of this read. So just stick in tune for astrologies that should be popping up between tonight and tomorrow. And like I say, I'm going to try my best to have astrology done in the next 48 hours so you guys can at least have these energies for the week. If you ain't checked out your astrology video for last week, please do. If you ain't subscribed yet, please do. If you've been watching me for a while and still ain't got no reading, I think now is the time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely hit me up. You know what I mean? I'm in good spirits, good energy. Got a little free time the next, I would say, 30 hours. Got to hit back Christine. I ain't forgot about you. I'll click on that link a little bit later tonight, hopefully, unless I don't get too tied up again. So, how these twin flames and separation readings go and why they're here. These messages are for twins who've been through recognition and in a little separation phase on their way to union for the first time, which only happens one time. Recognition only happens one time, too. Reunion and separation happens frequently. That's why we do these readings. So, separation also happens once you get in the union. It's a separation that happens after union. And then you guys reunite. So, these are for the people who are either waiting to get into union with their twins and people who are ready to get into reunion with their twins. You got to be in recognition to even be in this ballpark arena that we call this twin flame community. So, as always, just keeping it real like I always do. Like I say, not everybody is going to find their divine counterpart. You know, this experience, this spiritual advancement, this ascension process that happens with twins only happens to the faithful few. Not saying we're better than y'all because y'all ain't got no twin flame demo or nothing like that, or we more divine than y'all because y'all ain't got no twin flame demo. Nah, like you can be divine and not find your twin. You know what I mean? That still makes you a divine feminine, though. There are divine masculines out here still. You can still have a twin flame demo with another twin, even if it ain't your own. Shit, I be trying to tell my masculine all the time. I think shit he's getting now. So, this is just to give you guys a little help in this little separation period before you come back home. And Four of Wands is union, reunion, and recognition. Home in my deck, Zion in my deck, the real world, the fourth, fifth dimension, the higher realms of things. Before Neo, who's the divine masculine, can really join Trinity, where she really at. You know what I mean? She met him in the Matrix, but she lives in Zion. He was in the Matrix until he went home. It's all about going home. So, kicking this thing off, we got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, it's going to be lengthy because I break everything down. Ten of Wands. Wands are things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Got to get the rant like always. Heads, shoulders, knees, toes. Heads, that's the swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, decisions, basically. The direction, mental direction you going. Your mental path, your mental focus, your mental capacity. You know what I mean? Your mental health. Mentals all start with the swords. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally because your heart and mind supposed to be aligned. The divine feminine dominates the heart and mind arena. The divine masculine, Neo, feminine is Trinity, dominates the wands, which we have here, and the pentacles. What's a pentacle? It's a person, place, or thing. Something you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. Every pentacle has an expiration date because as long as we dwell on this third dimension, we all expire. Life, things like people expire, places expire, you know, either due to like destruction, death, mayhem, war, you know what I mean, famine, flooding, rising waters, you know, locations are temporary also, and things are definitely temporary, like this chain, like my eyesight, like being able to have an erection and shit. Like it's a time for everything, including your soul. So why you here, why you got the means to do things before things expire, make sure you take advantage of every pinnacle, person, place, or thing. You don't take advantage of people, you build with people. You know how places and things work. So, Overall energy is fairly important. Bottom line energy is very important. We got the divine feminine on the top line, got the divine masculine on the bottom line, and its relation to you guys. Since you are twins, your energies are always intermingling with each other. Sorry about that. Let's get to this. So, reading starts in 5 minutes. First card, overall energy. This goes for divine masculine and feminine. We got the 10 of Wands. This is ending something that you got the control to end, or a temporary ending, or putting it into something you're passionate about, or just stopping what you're doing. Wands are actions, right? Things you've done, things you're doing, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. 10 of Wands. This is being able to end something while you got the power to do it. You know what I mean? It's like me, right? I'm going to need to stop smoking weed eventually. You know what I mean? This is a conversation I've been having with my mom, my twin flame. A lot of motherfuckers in my life. I've been having this conversation with them since I was, I don't know, start smoking weed at like 12. It's like, look, eventually you're going to have to cut that shit out because there's too many job opportunities you could be getting out here. There's too much growth and development you should be getting out here that you ain't getting. Fucking with that. And I do have the power to, like I say, curb it, leave it the fuck alone. We all got our vices. I got the power to leave that shit alone now so it can help me later on. Unless it's a 10 of swords, I get locked up. I end up with no options to where that's all I gotta do. Right now, I can do a few things while, you know what I mean, handling my little issues. But at the end of the day, everybody got a crutch. Everybody got a vice. We all deal with addictions. We all deal with like issues. 7 of Wands is internal conflict. That's our complexes. That's the shit we need to heal with ourselves. That's our shit. You know what I mean? And we got to deal with. So just using that shit as an example. Eventually, I'm going to have to stop doing what I like to do so I can do what I want to do. Just using that for example. Another example would be, like I say, you got health issues. You're smoking a lot of cigarettes. You're doing a lot of drinking on a bad liver. A lot of smoking with fucked up lungs and shit. You know what I mean? Eventually, you going to have to quit so you can heal yourself. It's like the case of my grandfather. He got real sick, and all he had to do was diet. They put him on an all-boiled meat diet and vegetable diet. Everything he had to consume had to be boiled. He couldn't have fried foods no more. He couldn't even fry food. He couldn't even really bake too much shit. He couldn't really eat processed food anymore. He had a strict diet he had to stick to. He couldn't 10 of Wands the fried food. He couldn't 10 of Wands the actions and shit that he wanted to do, to where he ended up at a 10 of sword position. He died. You know what I mean? If you got time to prevent shit, like I say, time is always on our side, right? It's always time or warnings before things come to a permanent end, which is a 10 of swords. You know what I mean? That's death or permanent ending. That's like losing your car, losing your job, losing a limb. You have a stroke. You lose your motor skills. You need assisted living now. You know what I mean? Like before things get there, you got time to stop things beforehand. And masculine and feminine, each of y'all got something in y'all life. Y'all need to pump the brakes on now to help y'all later. Putting smoke on that, we got the Three of Pentacles. This is bridges. This is you and somebody doing some shit. Three of Pentacles, like I say, bridges are like your relationships. This is the relationship between you and the first friend you ever made in Head Start. The first friend you ever made in junior high. First friend you ever met in college. You know what I mean? This is a coworker, you and your coworker, because y'all two pentacles, walking, talking pentacles. Doing shit together at work. Y'all cool. This is two people finding common ground. This is a person with something to bring to the table trying to get to this side. And this is a person bringing something to the table trying to help this person get to this side. We going up. You don't want to help nobody go down. What's up? Goddess, what's up? That's ascension. That's the direction we need to go. It's only one right way. You got left, you got right. And it ain't even right. It's up. Now, bridges are very important. You know what I mean? It's like cards. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. This looks like something you're folding on. You're building with somebody and y'all doing shit, but the shit y'all doing, you see it ain't gonna go nowhere. The shit you doing with this other person, you see that, you know, you've been trying and trying to no avail, and it's like you just throw your hands up like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a break from this shit. So I just take it as what these wands are, actions and behavior. Since this deals with you and your twin both, this is either what y'all doing with each other or other people. It's certain bridges that you got that you need to work on. Some relationships you need to work on. Some friendships you need to work on. Some family friendships you need to work on. Oh, or it's relationships you need to pump the brakes on. Why you can't before you get married or have a baby with this person? It's dirt you doing, you need to cease before you get caught up. Maybe it's, like I said, you fucking with other psychics. The dark ones who don't fuck with God, who don't fuck with Ascension, who don't really fuck with the light. They think that the light is here on earth, or that Satan, Lucifer, the devil is the light bearer to bullshit. You know, it ain't good and evil. There's no duality. You either going up or away from God. What's away from God? Any other direction but up. Some people that's going down like Mary J. Blige. Some people that's really on this low level, low frequency and shit. And you need to stop fucking with them before they hurt you. It's a lot of shit I see online. These psychics, they be having like magic potions, love potions, spells. Hey, I'm looking for a few people who want to try out these new spells that I got going on. Let me know, you know what I mean, how it work. Y'all niggas is guinea pigs, test subjects and shit. This clients that's called me due to some shit other psychics is doing, plaguing them, fucking them in their dreams and shit. Got hella control over them from a distance. Trying to get me to kind of untie these bonds that they kind of tie, building these bridges with other people. Sometimes you can go past the point of no return. Sometimes you can get in too deep. Sometimes you can make a mistake, keep going with that shit. These are actions and behavior you're doing until these shits get you caught up. So if you got a 10 of wands something, let that shit go now so it don't turn into no 10 of swords or permanent endings or death in the future. Bottom line, more important than all that, you got the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let something go. Once again, it goes to this overall energy. You're going to have to end something you and somebody else doing. You can't Four of Pentacles. Hold on to this shit. You got to let go. You're going to let go of it anyway, because the step after this Four of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles. You just went from the Three of Pentacles, twins, to the Four of Pentacles, twins, to the Five of Pentacles. What's the Five of Pentacles? The dark night of the soul. That's being assed out. That's being fucked up. That's you losing the right to smoke because you can't no more. That's you losing the right to eat what you want to eat because you can't no more. That's losing the right to really have sex freely the way you've been doing because of shit. You know what I mean? Dark nights of the soul. Everybody go through bad times. Everybody gets fucked up. Even if they ain't been fucked up in a long time. Eventually they was fucked up at one point. We all learn and grow. And we learn by doing. Wands. You know what I mean? Going back to these wands. Things you're doing, things you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Through wands, you'll learn. You know? And sometimes you gotta go through the Five of Pentacles, which is failure. It's a 50%. That's failure. 60%. That's a D. Homeostasis. Seven of Pentacles. That's passing. That's the re card. You're reviewing shit, reanalyzing shit, removing yourself from a situation, relocating from a situation, reneging on a situation. You know what I mean? Reordering a situation, reviewing, recognizing, realizing some shit. R-E-R-E. It's about 7 of them. You got to do the 8 of Pentacles. Get your life back. 8 of Pentacles is a life. That's a B, a good standing. 7 of Pentacles, reread. That's not life. You're just doing what you got to do to get your life back on track. Our lives always fall off track, but we get back on track. Just like everybody goes through the dark night of the soul. Just like everybody goes through the 6 of Pentacles. Shit, the day after the worst day of your life, the day after losing every motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. You're going to have to go through this process. You holding on tight to something. Usually when you hold on too tight to shit, is you either insecure from not having it around or you think you ain't going to make it without this person, place, or thing this pentacle is. Until this person, place, or thing removes themselves from your life. Or God come through, because God always be coming through doing shit. God is actually out here. The last card of this message. God can come out here and put you here. But like I say, it's best you do everything in your power, which is the Queen of Swords. It's doing everything in your power to do everything you got to do before King of Swords, God get here and does what he going to do anyway. So don't go against the grain. Don't fight the feeling. You know what I mean? You get more indicators on shit you need to end. It ain't just people telling you you need to stop doing what you're doing. God going to tell you you need to stop doing what you're doing. You're going to get signs and synchronicities or you're going to get physical pain. Like you coughing up blood. Okay, that's a fucking sign. You can't sleep. You ain't slept in 3 motherfucking days. Like something going on. You sick for no motherfucking reason and shit. Like something going on. You know what I mean? We all go through trial and tribulations. We all go through hard times. Don't be one of them people like trying to hold on and keep yourself from getting pushed. It's like you going on I don't know how to really put that in an example. It's just, hey, do what you gotta do before life, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, start doing the decisions for you. Because whatever you don't do, God gonna do for you anyway. When God come out, it's good, bad, and ugly going on. And even if it's bad, it's good. Because God don't make mistakes and he works in mysterious ways. Kicking this reading off, feminine, you got the Ace of Wands. Masculine had this the past two readings, you got it now. This is awareness. This is action. This is movement. This is the first step after you pump the brakes on something. Or leave a person alone. Or quit some shit. This is the first step. You still got to move on. This is acceleration. This is also the Nebuchadnezzar in my deck. You know, how do you get to Four of Wands? Twin Flame Union, Reunion, and Recognition. Or Zion. How do you get the Zion from the Matrix? Well, the Nebuchadnezzar takes you home. Because you in the Matrix. You had the Ace of Wands, get awoke. That's really what the Ace of Wands is too. You got to awake. You got to get awoke out this third dimension in order to take this ride from this third dimension to the fourth, fifth dimension. This is all figuratively speaking, but you personally doing this shit. This is answers. This is getting everything you need to really assert your acceleration right now. You moving past something. Make sure you keep going. More smoke. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, Eight of Pentacles is a life. What's a life? It's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on. Four walls that creates a Four of Wands, a home. It could be an apartment. It could be a dorm room. It could be a goddamn storage unit you living in. It's four walls that protect you from the outside, which is the Three of Cups. The Four of Cups, which is the world, i.e. the third dimension, i.e. a temporary space and time. Soon you stick your key in your home or your storage unit and lift that bitch and close the door back and you in the confines and the safety of your own home. It ain't got to be a house. A home. A home is in your life. Whether that's a room you staying in with somebody else or your own crib. Be blessed. You got shelter. Because a lot of people staying on the street. Children, be glad you got kids. Because there's a lot of people who ain't got none. I ain't got none. It ain't like I can't have none, but must be nice. This is having your family and friends who really love you in your life. That's a life, having good friends, having family that'll help you whenever you need it. This is your status. You know what I mean? Whatever makes you the shit, whatever got you balling out this bitch. It could be a career, a nice job, your path, your purpose, Three of Wands, Two of Wands, whatever it is. That's in your life. God is in your life. Divine love is in your life. You got a twin flame, right? That's some good shit. That, you know, ain't it's a rarity to find your twin. Finding your twin is like seeing a shooting star. Finding your twin is like finding a four-leaf clover. It's like finding a fucking unicorn, which probably exists out here, but we don't know. It's like finding Bigfoot, who might be here, but we don't know. We ain't seen him yet. He ain't out here. It's something you're going to have to really search and look for. Like a treasure. It's in your life, though. Appreciate it. Because there's a lot of people who ain't got twins in their life who wish they had a choice to not appreciate the twin like you doing or she doing. It could be a she could be a he, you know, I'll be rocking. At the end of the day, you're getting the answers you need to fix your life. You don't need Ivana to fix your life. You fix your motherfucking life yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Masculine, coming into the situation, you got the Seven of Cups. This is the Pimp Cup Chronicles in my deck. Six of Cups is the sauce. That's your steez. That's your essence. That's what makes you you. That's your personality. We all different as human beings, but we all the same as human beings. We're all different, but we're all the same. That's the Six of Cups. We all were created by God. We're all being governed by God. We're all being loved by God. We all were born, whether you was born in a rich family or born on a motherfucking street or raised by wolves. As human beings, we're all given the same fucking chance, the same fucking love. Might be oppression out here. We can't help that. I mean, 2% of the motherfucking world is running the 98% of it. I mean, but besides that shit, we all get a fair shake in life. Life is what we're talking about. You know what I mean? But we got to do more than just be human beings. We got to be more than just a man, more than a woman, more than a dad, more than a mom, more than a brother, more than a boss, more than a millionaire, more than a billionaire, more than a gangster, more than a liberal. You gotta be more. And it's this more shit that's in you, in each and every one of you. We all got some shit in us that we need to give to the world. You see this cup right here? Where's this cup finna enter once you spit this out? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cups. What's that? The world. We all got something inside us. This is inside, right? Inside us that we need to give to the world. The step after this card is the LLE.Ascension card, which is keeping your integrity divine at all times. That's just being a person in your word, doing good shit, not being a shady ass person out here, not being a fucked up person out here. And the flip side of that 8 of Cups is, the LLE.Ascension card is enterprise. Like Patty doing with Patty Pies. That's why she ain't got to sing. She ain't got to sign on no label. She ain't really got to do shit. She gonna do whatever she want to do because she made it to where she can do that. We're all individuals, but we're all the same until we take what's in us and give it to the world. Thus, we put a staple on our contribute. Oh my God, our contribute, our contribute. Oh my God, our contribution to the world, our contribution to our family, our contribution to our community, our contribution to our state. You a tax-paying citizen, motherfucker. This is, like I said, whatever you giving out, the world gonna catch it and they gonna need it. This could be just love. All you got to give to the world is love. You giving the world some love, or you giving a person some love who ain't never had love in their life, or giving respect and admiration to a person. Usually happens in Twin Flame demos, to a person who ain't never got that. It's all cups. What are cups? Feelings and emotions, all indicators on where you going mentally. Yeah. Where you going mentally masculine is this something special in you. You need to get it out. Your feminine been telling you to push this shit out for years. But maybe you didn't find your niche. Maybe you didn't know what she was talking about. You could be a she could be a he. You know how we rocking. But it's something in here that needs to come out. You are trying to find your contribution to the world or your legacy. You know what I mean? That type of swag. Moving on. Feminine. You in regards to yourself, personally, we got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is the psychic card. What's a psychic? Trusting in your own intuition. It's a cup, though, too. Feelings and emotions, indicators where you're going mentally. This is the X-Men card, also. In my deck. These are all terms from my deck. It ain't even a deck. It's a book, basically. We using playing cards here, as you see. So, Queen of Cups, that's a psychic card. Trusting your own intuition. This is an X-Men card. What's an X-Men? You either a good X-Men or you a bad X-Men. You either at the School of the Gifted with Professor Xavier, where you learn how to perfect your craft or perfect your powers so you don't hurt yourself or other people in this third rock from the sun that we call the third dimension or the world, whatever you want to call it. You know, we ain't trying to hurt people. We ain't trying to hurt ourselves with our gifts, with our talents, with our wants and needs, with our motives and motivations and ambitions and shit. You know, bad. You know, X-Men, they run it with Magneto. It's a free-for-all. There ain't no place for them to harness their powers. You're going to learn in the world. So that means you're going to hurt a few people before you realize that, you know what I mean, you can't do your powers around people because you might fuck around and kill them. You might hurt yourself because you ain't really being schooled on your own potential. Queen of Cups is also dreams, visions, signs, synchronicities, writings on the wall. And aside from all that, like I say, just show general power. We all got powers as divines. Each divine has a power. That's the reason why you want to stay divine, or at least be divine out here. Because the reason why we got powers, the reason why we become X-Men when we become divine, because like I say, we ascended to this level. We're in the 4th, 5th dimension. We in Zion. What do they do in Zion? Nigga, they just do loading programs to figure out how to do shit. So when they come back to the world like we do, because we live in the 3rd dimension and the 4th, 5th dimension, it's more dimensions, but I just stress 4th, 5th, which is the heaven realms, anything past the Earth's last atmosphere. This is all astral traveling. This is all ascension we doing mentally, but it ain't just mental ascension. We ascending with our feelings, our cups. Wands, we doing divine actions, not dirt in the world. Pentacles, we manifesting good shit. What I mean by good shit, if it ain't pleasing to God, it shouldn't be pleasing to you. So whatever you manifesting can't be bad. We talking about manifesting a job to where you created jobs in your community. Thus, people are being blessed by you even starting your company to even staff motherfuckers at. This is a nonprofit program. or a program or a food kitchen or a ministry or some shit like that, or a church. You know what I mean? By you, Seven of Cups, taking this vision, this invention, this gift, this ministry, this program, this idea. You know what I mean? By you getting it out you helping a lot of people around you. That's divine shit. It's like the guy that created the super soaker, or the cell phone, or the beeper, or the fucking laptop or some shit like that. Everybody in the world benefiting off this shit that started from this person. Now it's out. Now everybody's enjoying it. It ain't got to be it should be about God at all times, but even if it ain't all God, it could be, like I say, the person who invented Play-Doh. You know what I mean? Liquor. Aside from getting you fucked up in a fucked up situation, liquor can clean wounds. Liquor can do other things, you know what I'm saying? It can be fuel to a fire, fuel for your little machinery and shit. You ain't just gotta drink liquor. Liquor has other, you know what I mean? Other benefits. You get into the marijuana business, like, oh God, what's his name? Burner, the rapper / weed connoisseur, Burner, who created cookies. Hey, nigga, cookies is helping a lot of people in the world. That shit came from him. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. Hey, power. We all got something in us. But it ain't just putting it out. It's perfecting it. It's enterprising off of it. It's utilizing it to help people instead of just helping yourself. Masculine, you in regards to the feminine energy. Personally, you got the devil card. In my deck, the devil card is Satan, Lucifer, and the devil. They're all one entity. They're 3 different people from 3 different places with 3 different agendas, but they're all one in this card. My deck, my language and shit. You know. And this devil energy is overindulgence, addictions. You being chained to somebody, somebody being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. In a bad way. We ain't talking about like twin flame bound. You talking about like a karmic then chain themselves to you. A person living vicariously through you. You know? These are people who ain't got your best interests at heart, who stand close to you to do whatever they gonna do. This is like a chick putting period blood in your food, you eating it, and you don't understand why the fuck you can't leave her ass alone. She done buried your drawers in front of the yard to where you stuck with this monkey mouth gorilla looking bitch, and you don't even know how this shit happened. It's like being under somebody's spell or potion. Or maybe you just made a deal with the devil, signing this record contract, signing this television deal. This could be a bad contract where you're getting fucked for your soul or your life. You don't get tricked out your soul. You literally sign your shit off. You got to read the fine print. You got to read the motherfuckers you doing business with. Like, you set your own self up for damnation. These motherfuckers, like I say, you consent to getting fucked in the business, in life, in your family, in your home. You know what I mean? Devil, this also could be regressive behavior. People doing shit they said they weren't going to do no more. This is you relapsing when you said you was going to leave this drug alone or leave the bottle alone. Or, you know, you say you was going to be celibate for a year and you just fucking like a jackrabbit out here. Like, and this, since it deals with the feminine energy, I got to pick another card. I just take it as, well, I'll pick another card first. And this is exactly what I thought. Clarifying this devil card, we got the Knight of Wands, which is being right where you need to be. It's really moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. Moving is the key word. This is a wand, right? What are wands? Things you're doing, things you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it. And yeah, it's the devil card, but like I said, everything is good, bad, and ugly. And I don't like saying this shit because I hate giving reverence to the devil, being a Christian psychic and all. But I gotta say it. In tarot. Only in fucking tarot, obviously, shit. And I hate admitting this shit too. Just it's the devil is ugly, okay? It's the energy you don't want to fuck with. The devil is bad, and it's energy you don't want to fuck with. However, say it's only in tarot. This shit don't apply in real life, especially not in Zion, because the devil ain't welcome in the 4th or 5th dimension. Long story. Devil energy could be good. What's a good devil energy? Experimentation. Like I said. It's like you stuck in a 3rd world country where a lot of people are sick, but they can't heal themselves. It's like the price of medicine and quadruple. Because you know 2%ers run the fucking world and they just bleeding us dry. That's just how they get down. So you decide, I don't know, to grow a lot of weed. You growing poppy, heroin plants. You know what I mean? Really for like a morphine effect for those who are really hurt. Because I'm not endorsing drugs. I'm not permitting or promoting drug usage, but this is, like I said, Knight of Wands is divine realms. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. Aces and tens are karmic realms. This is a non-karmic devil energy. Masculine you got in regards to the feminine. Now, to break that shit down, it's like, it's like you growing weed for your community. Because it's a lot of sick kids who need this cannabis oil so they can stop having seizures. So they can stop, like I said, being sick. It's like a water crisis. And the whole fucking city got cancer and shit. And they just dying off. Because like I said, medicine is quadrupled and shit. And it's like, you're like the medicine man that's helping everybody. We had medicine man in the beginning of time. Yeah. You become a medicine man. You become a person that's hooking people up. It's like you steal a shitload of HIV medicine. Because your community is riddled with HIV. And you trying to help folk. You already grow weed to ease their pain, but they need their medication. So it's like you going to a robbing spree. You ain't robbing people, you robbing the system. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like Robin Hood. You steal it from the rich and give it to the poor. It's like a hacker. You hack the IRS and cut everybody in this fucking world a check. Shit like that. You know what I mean? So masculine, you finna experiment with some shit. And I just take it as you kind of, since it's below this Queen of Cups power that the feminine got, you learning to trust in your own power. You know what I mean? It's like you finna try something new. This is experimentation. It's like you bi-curious and you just happen to fall in love with the same sex. It's like you've been doing opposite sex for shit, majority of your life. It's like, but you always had this curiosity of the other side. And it's like you go to the other side and it's like, yeah, it feels right in here. Yeah, it feels so right. It's like you getting, excuse my French, pussy for the first time, son. As a man, it changes your life, man. Like, oh my God, if you got young sons, nigga, hey, watch out. Because soon that nigga soon that nigga see the pause of the pussy, that nigga finna turn into a whole nother nigga. This nigga used to be a stanky, musty, dirty, lazy slob. This nigga clapped some cheeks. Now this nigga, mom, I need Jordans. Mom, can you take me to the store? Marshalls, Ross, I need to get some new gear. You know what I mean? Mom, can you give me some Old Spice? You know what I mean? I'll give you some Versace cologne and shit. Like, nigga, who you trying to look good for? Nigga, these bitches, nigga. Hey. Yeah, he got that first taste, you know what I'm saying? And it changed his life. Pussy changed lives. Pussy can't cure a gay nigga. Pussy can't turn a gay nigga straight. It ain't, I mean, it's powerful, but not that powerful. Hey, y'all better learn, man. Don't dupe yourself. Don't toot your horn so hard you think your shit gonna change everything. Nah, but it do changes like a man. Women are the ones turning boys to men. Whether that's your mama or the first girl you smashed. But like I said, since the first time I clapped some cheeks, nigga, my life changed. I'm more assertive, more confident. God damn it, I got swag, sway. I got a bop when I walk now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got flavor. They had none of that shit. I was a lame ass nigga before I got mines. And when I got mines, man, when I got them draws, dog, I'm telling you, the moment I came home, I was a new man. You know what I mean? And that shit helped. That shit helped. It really motherfucking helped. Because I was under my mom a lot, and I was just like real, just depressed and just real introverted, man. And like I said, I beat that shit up in a motherfucking boys and girls bathroom. Had shorty on the wall like soul food, nigga, like, real shit, nigga, like, no plan, you feel me? Like, I was 12, too. It's weird, my mama remember that day, too. It's like, I was talking to my mom, I was like 5 years ago. She's like, yeah, remember that time I was at the Boys and Girls Club to pick you up and shit? And that little curly hair, light-skinned girl was all on you? That's the first chick you had sex with, wasn't it? I'm like, you probably had sex with her in there, huh? She's like, nigga, I knew it. Because your ass ain't been right since. And she right. Fuck you mean? Like, yeah, man. She's trying some new shit. It's like you've been trying to fuck with the ladies. The ladies love you. Like I see a lot of gay niggas with. Like, nigga, coming up, they thought just like me. Like, hey, we gotta get to the pussy. We gotta get to the pussy. It's like you get it, and it's like, this don't feel right. Or you push the bitch off, you like Sean, like, you with me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like you fuck with your jock best friend on some Turbo and Wesley shit from Daybreak, and it's like that shit just feel right. It's something about your feminine that feels so right. It's wrong. And that's what this devil energy is. This is wrong energy, Knight of Wands, that's right energy. It's something about your feminine that's so right it feel wrong. Or just fucking with her feel wrong. Or the shit you got with her just feel like, it feel bad. Because it's so good. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. Feminine, you in regards to the masculine energy, you got the Six of Wands. This is wins, victories, and celebrations. What are wands? Things you're doing, things you've done, not shit you finna do. This is shit you're doing. You getting wins. Getting, ing, keyword. You're getting wins. You're getting victory. It's like you got something to celebrate when it comes to the masculine department. And what is that? What is that? Two of Pentacles. For some, not all, you're gonna find your divine counterpart, your reflection. It's a person who's just like you. These are two peas in the same pot. This is peanut butter and jelly, and you know what I'm saying, between two pieces of bread. Actually, it ain't even two pieces of bread. That'll be the Ten of Pentacles. This is peanut butter and jelly, milk and cereal, sugar and grits. Bitch, fuck you talking about? Oh, you don't eat sugar. Stop. Sugar and grits. You know what I mean? Sugar and spice. This is like sex and condoms, prophylactics. You understand what I'm saying? Lotion and melanated skin. Some shit just go together. You know what I'm saying? Like butter and popcorn, my nigga. Like, this is a win. It's like, you know what? The shit me and this other pinnacle has is a person, place, or a thing. It's gotta usually deal with, it's in the masculine role, so I just take it. It either deals with your divine masculine, that y'all two are like the same person. This is your reflection, so you finally getting into recognition, which is cool in the game, but this is a separation reading though. So in order really to get a separation, you gotta be in recognition first. But you could be in recognition, slowly pulling apart, having this little light bulb right here. It's like you and a particular masculine are the same person. Or this could be you pregnant and you just want a son. Like, you don't want to start your first kid off with no girl. Like a lot of women I know, I don't want no girl the first time. I want a boy first. And it's like you get the boy you wanted. This is like, like myself. My dad was in prison most of my life. He ain't my biological father. He just, the man I get my name from. And he got out when I was 25. The year I met my twin flame was the year my father came out of prison. I was 25 years old. And I've been seeing him in prison since a baby. He was on the phone. He a maid nigga, not a regular ass nigga. He was on the phone with my mom when she was having me. How a nigga in prison is talking in a hospital phone, like calling my mom in the hospital from prison, like this nigga was sending us money from prison. Like, this nigga was a real nigga. He wasn't a regular nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was a super nigga. So, yeah. It's like, you gave me my name over the phone while my mom was like giving birth to us and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm saying all that shit to say this. Like, I'm missing my point. Just tweaking. I'm just going back to memory lane real quick. But it's like, you finally found like your match. You know what I mean? You finally got what you really wanted. It's a person, place, or a thing. It's a particular pinnacle. You want it by your side. This is like, you want to stay in a better neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But before you can get to the neighborhood of your dreams, you need to at least get to a better neighborhood from the neighborhood you at now. Something my twin told me a long time ago. That nigga, how you want a motherfucking Maserati when you ain't even got a Benz yet, nigga? Baby steps, bro. Like, how the fuck you finna blow up? Nigga, you gotta make some of yourself first before you get there. Like, it's all baby steps, you know what I mean? And that's something you starting to understand, feminine. You know what I mean? Is that This is like a baby step. You winning, Six of Wands. You celebrating, Six of Wands. You getting victory in life, Six of Wands, because you are appreciating a baby step. This is your personal growth, or you doing things to finally get to your twin right where your twin need to be. This ain't a reunion or recognition or union message, but it's just a good department. You and your twin are really like on the same page. Masculine, you in regards to yourself personally, you got the Knight of Swords. Like the card you had before this was this Devil card and this Knight of Wands right here. What are knights? That's divine realms. Where divines be at. You in the divine realm when it comes to yourself. But the card and the energy you on right now is fear. What's fear? That's the step after the Ten of Swords. What's the Ten of Swords? That's death or a permanent ending. This is the energy after that. When a death or a permanent ending happens, a permanent ending could be, like I said, you losing your job, you losing a limb, you find out you got like a terminal illness, you finding out like you got cancer or some shit, or it's just something that can kill you, but don't have to just because the doctor said you terminally ill. Like, you can heal yourself. God, last card in this message, with God, anything is possible. You know what I mean? You're just a little scared. This is you personally in a little scary situation. It's like you go to the hospital and find out some shit you didn't know about yourself. You didn't know you was sick. You didn't know you had heart palpitations. You didn't know you had an ulcer. You didn't know you got hemorrhoids. You didn't know your prostate was bad. You didn't know you can't have kids. You didn't know you were allergic to some shit you've been eating your whole life, or some shit in your house making you sick. You know, it's just a lot of shit you didn't know, but you found out. Now your mind racing. Or this is you thinking ahead before you even got to the Ten of Swords, before this thing even died, before this thing even ended. It's like you foresee it. What's the sword? Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you're going. It's like you see the beginning of the end, and it's got you in your mind. You either try to accept what you know is for the end, or you embracing it. Knight of Swords is making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's, not double checking. You know, not double checking. It's like you ain't double checked something, and since you don't know, you a little scared. It's like you ain't got shit to go off of. You love a person, or you like a person, or it's like love at first sight with a person, or it's like you connect with, you know what I mean, yourself or another person on a level you ain't never connected before. And it's like you kind of in a new place. It's like meeting the love of your life while you dating a person you don't really like that. It's like you win a demo, but you come up on a whole nother demo. It's like you thought you loved this person, but y'all ain't got shit in common. You don't like the way this person talks to you. You don't like their outlook on life. Their family hates you. It seems like a bad situation. And you've been foreseeing this. And it's like in the middle of you being in this situation, you meet, like I say, a like-minded person, Two of Pentacles. Person, it's almost like your divine reflection, like your twin flame. Just a person who's the same person as you, who into the same shit you into. Even though y'all got y'all differences, y'all the same person. It's something that's drawing you two together. It's something that got y'all on the same motherfucking page. You ain't been in the same page in this last demo, but you on the same page now. Now you're trying to figure out how you're going to tend towards the situation you in and end it so you can begin this new situation. But you don't want to end the situation which you have in order to begin something that you just started or you don't know. Like, as a separation reading, it's a scary period between recognition and your first separation. You get this energy right here. Like my masculine, like, I'm pretty sure it was weird me like coming out the box with him. Like, we was two peas in the pot for 2 years, and then, you know, I was just trying to figure out why I felt the way I felt about him. Why I'm drawn to this guy the way I'm drawn to this guy. Why I can't really leave this nigga alone. You know what I mean? What is it about him that keeps me gravitating towards him? I mean, from the surface, he just like any other motherfucker around here, around this world and shit. But apparently he not. Something about him. Before I knew how great he was, I sensed greatness in this motherfucker. Before I knew how genuine he was, I suspected it. Before I knew this was going to be anything, I felt it. Then I had to come out the box, which all twins should do in recognition or during recognition. Don't let recognition last more than 2 years without you coming out the box. I'm a guy. Me and my twin were 2 dudes. It's non-sexual, non-romantic. It's a different situation from y'all's. Everybody got different situations. Some people are twins with their family. Yeah. You do got family twins. You ain't twins with no damn dog. You ain't twins with no damn tree. You ain't twins with the wind. You ain't twins with the earth and shit. You ain't twins with angels and demigods and shit. Nah. This is a human connection here. Twin flame is all about this human connection we call life. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. It ain't the other way around. So like I said, energy my mask on her. That's like after 2 years, I'm like, look, because I was researching, yo, what is this feeling? What is this? I had to figure this shit out. What the fuck is this? I'm spending more time hanging out with this old ass man than like my own crowd. I'm spending more time hanging out with him than like my own gang of homies that I had. I was a rapper, I had a crew, I had niggas, you know what I'm saying? Just a gang of thug ass niggas I used to fuck with. But he rubbed off on me well to where I'm hanging with him in the streets and not on the streets doing what the fuck I used to do. My twin exposed me to older people, older scenes. Twin exposed me to like history, culture of Chicago, museums. This nigga takes me to places, grassroots, rallies and shit. My twin exposed me to the real. I've been living in Chicago my whole life, but this nigga took me to like Can TV, a place where I can have my own TV show. He showed me to a place where I can have my own radio show. He hooked me up with a few people who could have put me in programs to better my life and career and shit. Like my twin did all the right things initially. And initially I was doing all the wrong shit. So it's like when I came out the box, I just let them know, hey, we twins. You a divine masculine, I'm a divine feminine. We're twin flames. You ever heard of it? I just got into this shit. And, you know, I remember trying to tell my twin about the twin flame shit at first. He was like, he wasn't buying into it. So then I had the 7 of Swords. I just had to keep it 100. It ain't just telling him, hey, we twins and this is how this shit go. Nah, I had to tell him everything. That's what the 7 of Swords is. That's you keep it 100 with yourself. You keep it 100 with somebody else. Somebody else keep it 100 with you. This is darkness coming to the light. A cat come out the back. I had to let my twin know how I really felt about it. How I truly felt about it. You know what I'm saying? I had to let that out. Just put it out there. No, it make no sense me feeling all this shit, being next to this nigga and not telling this nigga. Like it would be karma to that if I didn't tell him how I really felt. If I didn't tell him the direction I was going with him and shit. I let him know. His reaction, hey, nigga, this sound a little too advanced and complex for me. I'll catch you later, bro. I hope you get help with what you. This nigga treated me like a crazy patient. Like nigga, you done flipped your wig. Like we friends, but now I'm thinking your ass on some whole other shit, nigga. Like cool off, nigga. Like we good. And but we reunited. I'm using separation, but we eventually got in union. And we got a reunion too from a separation. We always come back to each other. Told you it's a non-sexual, non-romantic situation. So just imagine what we coming back to. Imagine what we separating for. You know what I mean? The shit is much bigger, much advanced, much complex than anything else emotionally, mentally, spiritually you're going to experience on earth other than finding God or getting in touch with God or being engulfed by the Holy Ghost or the Holy Spirit. Future final row, feminine, you got the Queen of Swords. This is the Lucy Liu card. This is being 10 toes to fuck down on what mental direction you want to go in life or mental direction you want to go in your relationship or mental direction you want to go in your career or mental direction you want to go in with life just in general. You're going to have to be overly dedicated on how you moving. Queen of Swords, that's Lucy Liu from Kill Bill. Look at Lucy Liu in Kill Bill. She was moving in a direction where everybody was moving out of her fucking way. Because they know how serious she was. They know she ain't playing. They know her word is bond. They know she ain't gonna go back on her word. They know she ain't playing. They know you better get the fuck down or lay the fuck down when she come around because that's the swag she on. Men, women, don't matter. They feared, respect, some even loved her. But it's the direction she coming with, motherfuckers. She ain't playing. It's like any kingpin, any top drug dealer, any cartel. They gotta let y'all know they mean business so you don't get shit misconstrued with them. Once in the future, feminine, you're gonna have to mentally, directional wise, decision wise, be so 10 toes down, motherfuckers get it. And they know to step the fuck out your way. It's like Shaq coming in for a motherfucking slam. That nigga big as hell. Get the fuck out of his way. For an elbow hit you, a knee hit you, for you posterize your ass. For you get injured trying to block a dunk, you know you ain't gonna block from a man that you need to stay the fuck away from when he in the air anyway. That type of swag. Final card is message. You got the King of Swords. Masculine, you go into the future with God. God in your life, God all around your life, God trying to tell you something, or God doing something in your life. What's the God card in general? It's a tower moment. It's divine intervention. You know, this is definitely could be a miracle, but this is also some good, bad, or ugly shit. When God come around, he finna do some good, bad, or ugly shit in your life. Good and ugly is 66% chance that it ain't gonna be bad. But even if you catch that 33 percentile of shit being bad in your life from God, it's still good. Because God don't make no mistakes and God works in mysterious ways. Also, before God even come in the picture, masculine, you need the Queen of Swords. This is divine feminine's energy, but I'm just using it as an example. The step after this Queen of Swords is the King of Swords. It's like I told you in the beginning of the message. You're going to have to do everything in your power to mentally put yourself in a direction before God seals it. You headed in a certain direction. You headed towards a certain person. You heading towards a certain destination, a certain region, a certain career, a certain field, a certain path in life. Because God is doing this shit for you. You don't understand why God is doing the behind the scenes shit that he does, but God don't make no mistakes. But God working in mysterious ways so much that, like I said, this could just be a bad situation that's happening to you. That's happening for your good. That you will realize in the near future. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned for the next message. Deuces.